baby should be a joyful time, but for too many, it comes with greater risks. Pregnancy and childbirth bring more complications for both parent and baby, leading to serious, sometimes fatal, health risks. But no one should walk this journey alone. Generate Health works to improve what families experience before, during, and after pregnancy. Join our movement. Visit Generate Health's website because every family deserves a healthy start.
Feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be. Seems like one big test with barely much time to rest. It goes right when you go left. It's more than you can digest, but nobody's gonna die if you say you need some time to step back and clear your mind. Yeah, everyone will be.
I'm singing along. I just want to say breathe. Everybody come on in. It is time for the On Your Now show. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and they call me Lady Yo.
Lady Yo, it's Wellness Wednesday.
Yes, it is. I am well now that I see you, my dear. I tell you something about that smile. You just bring that calm down and that zen into my life. So I'm so glad to see you this evening.
It's good to see you too. It's good to be seen. And of course, your smile. Everybody look, it's Lady Yo. What? The lips right? Everything is right. It's always going to be right. Right?
Well, thank you. I do my best. You know, I have a good supporting cast. Our families, we got Mimi out there in St. Louis, community, just making everything better for everyone. So let me tell you, I'm a lucky girl.
Look, I am trying to share, y'all. I was trying to share some more. I went to my Facebook page and I was like, do you all see us? Because I'm always seeing everybody come up on the YouTube side. So I'm also checking to make sure that we're on the Facebook side. So if there's anybody in Facebook land, let us know. Are we up and running? Because YouTube is taking over.
They are popping.
Yeah, I'm checking now because somebody come in and let us know, could they see us on the Facebook side as well as the YouTube side, because that's what it's all about. I think I see something saying that we're live, but it's kind of hard for me to see it. So I just don't know where we are. I think you can just push the button and then you can see it. So the other thing that we try to do, like Robert said, is share, and share some more, because that's what I'm trying to do. But Lady O, in the midst of it all, yes, we are in here. What's in your cup? What are you sipping on?
Well, you know, I must tell you, it's been a lot going on. So I am sipping on some ice cold St. Louis water. But you know what? I'll call this my chaser.
Okay.
A little red wine. You know, and when I said a lot going on, my dad is currently in the hospital in rehabilitation, and I just want y'all to send him some vibrant vibes. He's such an awesome guy, and he's doing very well. But of course, you know, anytime you have to go to the hospital, you have a little concern. So when I say there's a lot going on, I'm here supporting my dad, and so glad that he's in St. Louis. So to my daddy.
And everybody that's with her daddy, make sure that he's watching the show, because he loves to see his lady out. He loves to see his baby girl.
Yes. Do you know what my nickname is?
What is it?
Nene.
Oh my goodness. Look, y'all, we just learned something new. Okay, Nene. You know what my nickname was when I was a little girl?
What?
Of course, since my name is Tracy, it was Treylay.
Treylay. Did your family call you Treylay?
They used to call me Treylay. They called me Treylay. And now, I mean, of course, I love Lay's potato chips because they're so good. But they would call me Treylay. That's funny. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Well, I'm dripping. I'm drinking my STL water. Lady O, who gave us this? Remember?
Yes, I do remember because I have mine. That was a gift from Bernard Moore and his wife, Devonna Moore, who sings our theme song.
That's right. That's right. So
Unstoppable.
unstoppable. Well, shout out to her. And speaking of shout outs, it's time for our wellness shout outs. So anybody that's in the chat, we want to shout you out and we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Look, who do we see? I feel like Romper Room. Who do you see, Lady O?
I see Alex Easter. Hey, Graham fam. He's always showing up and being here for us from the very beginning. So he is us. Let me tell you something about this brother. Every Sunday he's in the church house and he posts about it. So he always shares. And you know, we have Robert Jackson. He is part of our team. We are thankful for everything he does. Hey, good evening, Robert. And you know, we have Cynthia Boyd from California. Thank you so much for the saying congratulations for our PBS production. That was awesome. If anyone hasn't been listening, we're on PBS today at 1:00. It was a debut of a new segment. And so you can go back and watch it because it was fabulous. The men were dropping nuggets. Hey, Jeanette Barber Strong. Hello there. How are you?
That's right. Hey, Jeanette, how you doing? You know, everybody's here, y'all. If you don't know, we have some amazing guests that are tuning in with us today, and we have some performers that are in the house. And so, of course, y'all, Myles is here, Jeff is here, Renata is here, Joyce is here. There's so much that's going on in the STL, and we're going to definitely tap in to talk about mental health and everything. So definitely share, and share some more, because this is what today is all about.
Well, look at there. Hey, Sandra, hey, how you doing? I'm glad you tuned in, and I will give my dad your well wishes. He'll be glad to hear from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes. And of course, we have birthday shout outs. If you all have any birthday shout outs, Robert is our resident chat, and he tells us all about the birthdays. So let's see whose birthday. Sasha Obama. She's 24. I can't.
Time doesn't wait for anyone.
54. Yes, and Faith Evans is 52, and Maxie Priest is 64.
64 years old. Well, you know what? I can't let Robert party by himself because I have some St. Louisans who have a birthday. We have your bestie, Cherie Williams Rowe.
Hey, bestie. Happy birthday. You know, normally I am not in town. We are celebrating somewhere on the ocean, but you know, she has her graduates going off to college, and so she's making sure that she handles them, and then we'll kick back out. But go right ahead. Who else got some birthday shout outs?
Well, you know, I wanted to say Cherie is such a beautiful inside and out woman. She's a woman's woman, a girl's girl. So I wanted to say, just like Tracy, happy birthday, girl.
That's
we
right.
also have Vernon Buckner having a birthday. We have Chris Ziegler from the one and only Grambling State University. And we have our very own Nicole Smith. Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everyone. We have to celebrate birthdays because you know what? Life is way too short. We got to celebrate every day, actually. Every day is a day to celebrate as long as you're here. Joan said Hunter Davis is 92 years young. So happy birthday, Hunter. That's right, everybody. So it's important that we celebrate birthdays. And yes, Lady O, I keep telling everybody, we're on the B side, which means Facebook. We're on the YouTube side. Once a month, we're on PBS. And we have our shows on there. If you're in St. Louis local, you can get it. And we're going to re-air it on Sunday because it's Father's Day. So y'all can tune in and watch that with your families. But we'll continue to keep you all updated on all the good things that are happening to make sure that you all stay connected, because this is about wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. You know how I feel about wellness. After all. So, Lady O, you know, we have some amazing people coming up. We always kind of save our vibe in the boxes for last. So I think, you know, there's this woman that we've been talking about. She's all about modeling and acting and mental health. Who am I talking about, Lady O? Who should we bring up?
Well, let me tell you, this young lady is fantastic. I have known her for quite some time. I've got a chance. You know, Tracy, it's when you get to see one grow up and grow into who God created them to be. I'm talking about the one and only Renata Walsh. Let me tell you a little bit about her. She has been on the reboot of House Party, Beyond the Gates, that new soap opera, The Chai, The Game, and Chicago Med. And you can see her in some commercials also, Four Seasons Hotel Suites, Carol's Daughter. And I'll tell you, I saw her on the WeatherTech commercial during the holidays. We are going to be talking to the one and only Renata Walsh.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. I don't know how you even have time for us. You got so much going on, sis. And we just want to thank you for saying yes to the On Your Now show. We have to ask you what's in your cup.
I appreciate you for having me. What's in my cup? My favorite drink, lemonade. In a fancy
Lemonade. Now,
glass.
lemonade is always good.
Lemonade is always.
Yes. I have a bottle of water too, but it's not as fancy as the lemonade glass. And
Well, of
so,
course you have water. That skin is so radiant and beautiful. I know you drink
well,
a ton of water. Well, I know
thank you.
everyone also wants to know, talk to us about who's Renata Walsh.
Who's Renata Walsh? Oh, from born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Man, what else about me? I am a model. I'm an actor. I'm more of an actor now than model. I teach modeling more than I actually do it anymore. So I coach modeling, and I also write and produce. And so I just wrote my first book to teach models how to get into the industry and how to stay sane and mentally stable while you're in it. And so it's pretty neat that we're doing a show based on mental health, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month anyway. So,
Yes.
um, but yes, that's just like a little bit about me. I'm a little nervous.
Oh,
Believe it or not,
don't be nervous,
I do
girl.
get nervous still, believe it or not. So, it just takes me a moment,
And
but
I tell people I still get nervous. As soon as
yeah.
the red light says on air, I can feel a little bit of, and Tracy will tell you, I had an
Hmm.
interview the other day with a certain person, and
Uh-huh.
I just was sweating.
Yeah.
Right? I never ever seen her sweat. Like, but at the end of the day, I think that people think this is something that you get used to. It's your craft and you want to do the
Hmm.
best that you can. So
Right.
that's something to speak to. I am a licensed therapist, and I keep talking about how I want to get into production therapy. I've done some work before being on set with documentaries, but talk to us about when you are getting into a role. How difficult is it to transition out of that role, and what do you do in the process of taking care of who you are so you don't get like lost in that transition?
Well, first I'll say the most important thing is actually knowing if that role is going to affect you really bad mentally. Because if it's going to trigger things that is going to send you down a rabbit hole that you can't come out of, then you really have to make the good choice of, not doing that to yourself. Now, sometimes it can be therapy. I actually have done roles where I said, "Oh, this is kind of relatable. This is therapy." I was in a play where I was supposed to be carjacked, and I've been carjacked twice. So I was like, "Ooh, I don't know if I should do this." And then I was like, "Well, maybe it'll just be like a form of therapy for me to just get through it." Um, but when I'm going into roles and actually developing, I'm reaching into experiences, and I'll always say a great actor is a person who's lived life. And so when you've lived a lot of life, you get all these experiences, and so we recreate life for entertainment, but we want to make it as real as possible. So you have to dig deep. Now, to jump out of that, a lot of prayer. I'm born again, spirit filled. So I pray in the tongues all the time. I pray to God. I I do bubble baths, and I love walking, taking long walks, out hiking and stuff like that. And then I have my baby boy right here, Coffee, who keeps me laughing and
Okay,
smiling
now
all the
the
time.
baby boy, is Coffee a animal?
The baby boy, he just turned 6, and
Okay.
yes, he's a four-legged fur baby.
I was about to say, girl, what did I miss? What did I miss?
I did that
I
to a
love
guy
it.
once, joking around, and I was like, "Yeah, I have a 6-year-old son." And he was like, "Oh, you have children?"
That's right. Well, you
Well,
know what?
Baby
Fur
boy.
babies, our fur babies are important. I want to talk to you about modeling. And
mhm.
you wrote a book. What is one pointer you can give someone? Because a lot of times you start so young and you try to develop into who you are, but sometimes people kind of pigeonhole you. What is one word of advice that you can give to a young lady or young man that thinks, or the parents think, that modeling is their endeavor?
Oh my goodness. I got this in my class all the time. I've been teaching for this agency for about 4 years, and I actually had a student like that, a young boy who is grandmother, I believe. She was very adamant about him being structured and go model, and I could tell that he really didn't want to do it.
Oh, wow.
And so what I did was I just pulled him to the side and I said, what do you like to do? And he told me, and it kind of came to the point to where he stopped coming to class because he just didn't want to be there. But I always tell my students, if they tell me they just want to model, I always tell them not to pigeonhole themselves and stick themselves into just modeling. There's other careers. There's stylists, there's fashion designers, there's makeup artists, there's production design, there is location scouts, there's so many different careers within the entertainment industry. It's just that everyone wants to be on camera. And I get it if that's what you really want to do, but I always try to open their minds to other things as well, and I never try to discourage them. Um, but the continuation of walking and presenting yourself and reading and just taking pictures, just practicing is what I kind of give them to do. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah. You talk about being on in front of the camera, but you're now behind the camera as well. You have produced. You have your first film that you're producing and directing.
mhm.
Everybody should be cheering her for that because we need so many more producers. Talk to us about your why.
Oh my goodness. My why is my nieces, since I don't have any children of my own, and my parents. And but I actually wrote that film back in 2015, and I just held off on it because I wanted it to be shot like perfect, and nothing's perfect, right? So I had a friend, Malcolm, who encouraged me to let's just shoot it. Let's just get it out there. At least it could be a concept for what you really want in the future. So we shot it all last year. We premiered it in January here at the Plaza Theater. Um, and he put it on a three-part sequel, like a three-part anthology with three short stories. It's on Prime right now. But what I'm doing currently is writing the next episode so I can actually present it as a kind of like a what do you call a pilot that is an idea so they can actually fund it and actually I can shoot it how I want it shot. And and
That is
also,
wonderful.
and low key, I kind of don't want to be Nina. I don't want to be the star of it. I really want someone else so I can focus on the writing and focus on the production itself because it was really hard to do every single thing. It was really hard. But
So make sure we know the name of your project.
it's called Nina.
It's called Nina. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute
Nina.
now. Let me tell you something about what I've seen Renata and her acting. Now she's all sweet and stuff, but she be cutting up. Speaking of be tough and action packed, I've seen some things, Rada. You are really well rounded. Like I said, she comes
Thank
across
you.
as sweet and nice, and
Thank
she
you.
is sweet. She is nice. She comes from a great family. But let me tell you something. She can do some action. So if there's any directors, producers out there that need them a new woman action lady, she's the one.
Thank you. Thank you. I actually, for Nina, I actually took some training with stage combat and went to go work with a real fighter. And so I really wanted to look authentic, although that's not my thing. And plus, it made I was a bad ASS, like I was, I had to fight for real. So yeah,
Yes, 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 yes.
that was pretty cool.
Well, we definitely we could continue to talk to you forever. We want to know again why mental health is important. As an actress, why is mental health important? She told y'all what she does, but because you play so many roles and you have so many different hats and raps and things that you do, why is mental health important to you?
Well, throughout my career of doing this from over 20 years, I started back in 2003. So I don't want to take long, but you get a lot of no's. You get a lot of no's, and it can mess with your psyche if this is all you have. If this is all you want to do, like some people say, this is my plan A, and I don't have a plan B. Well, it can be hard because I work full time. I have a 9 to 6, and so people think that because they see me on TV that I'm just laid back, like waiting on my next check, but it's not like that. It takes a lot of work, dedication, and that one moment can happen, you know, the next day. I was on set with Rotimi shooting The Shy. That episode just aired on Friday, this past Friday, and he told me
Congratulations.
on set, thank you. And he told me on set, he said it happened for him like the moment happened, it was just he was broke, and then it was just like he was on the boss, and then it just took off. And so mental health, when it comes to mental health in this industry, you're hearing a lot of no's. And when you do hear your yeses and you're going into all these different characters, your mind is kind of going to different places. Artists are already interesting people. And I can say that, I can be a little weird sometimes because I can be stuck in a moment because I'm thinking about a character, or I'm thinking about how to create a character, so that might come off a little strange, if you're not around people that are like you. But um, it's just always important to, pray, take that time to breathe, especially in those moments of angst. My affirmation word, I love that you had mentioned that, because love is where I come from. That's my thing, love, because God is love, and that centers everybody, right?
Oh,
And
yes,
Absolutely.
it
so
does. I love that. That's Yolanda's
yeah.
favorite word. It's her
It
favorite
is.
word.
Oh
It
Well,
yeah,
is.
that's cool.
Yes. Yes.
well,
Well, thank you so much, Renata, for saying yes to us. We will be looking for you in the behind the camera and in front of the camera, and you can come on anytime with your exclusives to tell us what you're up to.
that's right.
Thank you
Lady,
so much for having me, and prayers to your father, okay?
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you all. So listen, you can follow her on The Shy, as well as anytime follow her on Instagram. This is the key, y'all. Certain things you all can do that don't even cost. It's free. Follow your sister and share some more. Toast to you. I know we sipping on water and lemonade. I might need to get some lemonade with some vodka or something like that. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. So we got love. We got love in the mix. I'm putting that down. As we continue, y'all, we got some amazing guests coming up. We're going to go like in and out, in and out. We're going to give y'all a vibe in the box because we have a young man that is absolutely phenomenal in the work that he is doing. And man, all I know is, Lady O, every time we talk about him, we're like, this is our new nephew. And we got to
Yes.
start putting his name in the chat, like talk about him. Lady O, who am I talking about?
We are talking about the young phenom, Myles Lacey. Bring him on up, Tracy, so he can tell us all about what he has going on. And he has a show coming up, and he wants everyone to get a ticket and go.
That's right. So Myles, unmute yourself and come on in.
Hello, everybody.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
We're good. We're good. We're so excited that you're on the show. We got to ask you a question. We ask everybody, what's in your cup? What are you sipping on?
I have fruit punch in this cup.
Fruit punch. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Myles, we're going to jump right in. You are a singer. First of all, how old are you?
I am 12 years old.
12 years old. And when did you start singing? When did you say, I think I can do this singing thing?
Well, my parents and my grandparent, I call her my Daya, they started hearing me like hum songs and like know the lyrics when I was 9 months. But I start like to mouth the words at 2 years old.
Oh, wow. Wow, at 2 years old. That's very, very young. That's when you know you got a gift. And we've heard a little bit of your gift. And I know everybody's wondering, like, can they hear you? But let's you think we can show a video real quick, Lady O? Let me try to pull up a video to show everybody just a little bit of Myles. All right, so y'all ready for this?
We're ready.
Pull it up. Let's see here.
Y'all clap it up for Myles in the chat. Clap it up for him. Your voice is amazing. And you know, you got that style. He had that hat tilted. And let me tell you something. I saw a little Michael Jackson in you, brother.
I did too. So we ask questions that we want to ask, but also our owners, we call them owners that are in the chat, are asking questions. And one of them said, Cynthia says, who is your favorite singer?
My favorite singer, I have a lot, but I'm gonna give you 3.
Okay.
So my favorite singers are Ariana Grande, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce.
Ooh, those are tough ones. You know, Lady O, you've seen probably all 3 of them, but I know Bruno Mars is a favorite. And have you ever sang a Bruno Mars song, Myles, yet?
Well, not on stage, more like in the house.
Okay.
He's practicing. He's letting Bruno finish off a couple songs until he gets his big recording deal. Now, we know that the world, St. Louis, is going to have a chance to hear you sing live. You have an upcoming concert?
Yes, ma'am. I have an upcoming concert June 21st at the National Blues Museum.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be singing about 8 songs, I believe.
Ooh, 8 songs.
7 songs. And
that's a whole concert, y'all. So you know what? We're going to pop the flyer up and it'll have all the information on it. And we will also include it in the chat. There we go. Rhythm and Roots, a jazz and blues matinee. I love that. 2:30 in the afternoon. After you get out of running around during the morning, you can go at 2:30 and watch Myles Lacey at the National Blues Museum.
You know, I think that is like, you're always trying to think of the perfect Father's Day gift. But you know, he has to have amazing parents that have set him up in this space. Because look, he's not coming out You have on a suit. Are you gonna be wearing a suit for this? What's your favorite style? Do you feel like your favorite style, Myles?
I have no idea if I'm wearing a suit. I have no idea. But for the most part, probably so. I'm gonna probably have about a suit and then a casual outfit to wear.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. He's gonna have a change of outfits, is what he's trying to tell us, y'all. He's gonna have a couple of outfits. Well, thank you so much. We have to ask you, what is your affirmation word? What is that word that means something to Myles?
Well, my affirmation word isn't really a word. It's more of a scripture. And the scripture is Philippians 4:13. I could do all things through Christ that strengthens me. That's my affirmation that I use for school before I go on stage. And
Oh my goodness.
And that's all you need. Well,
and that's Philippians what again? I'm gonna make
4:13.
4:13.
Yes,
Y'all put that in the chat. Put Philippians 4:13 in the chat. Myles, I know that you have a lot to do. I know that you're out of school for the summer and you're going to be traveling. But before you get that first Grammy Award, tell us here, like, who do you want to thank? If you were to get the award right now, tell us, who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my family, my friends, and the people who got me this far. So, and God mostly for having this opportunity, because he could have gave it to anybody else. So
he just gave me chills.
So I'm so grateful and thankful that he gave this gift to me so I can share it to people and to the world. So when I get a Grammy Award, I'm gonna make sure I shout out you too. So I'm gonna shout out a lot of people, like my family, friends, you too, and everybody else that has supported me along the way.
Well,
amen. Well, you know what? Hold on, Tracy. I just remembered I have an exclusive.
Oh, we about to tell it. Oh, we really about to tell it?
Yeah. Is it true that you will be singing at Busch Stadium?
Yes, it is true. I am going to be singing there the day after my concert, which is June 22nd, that Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that afternoon at 2:00 p.m.
And I think he's going to be singing the Black National. I'm sorry, go ahead.
1:15.
1:15. Don't miss it. If you get you a ticket to just go see Myles sing at the St. Louis Cardinals Busch Stadium, that is amazing. We are so very proud of you. We are now your aunties, and we are so proud of you. And I'm going to have to step up in the Busch Stadium just to see my nephew.
That's right. That's right. We're going to be at all the concerts. That's going to be a great weekend.
Yes.
So again, where can people buy the tickets? We'll put everything in the chat. Your grandmother, everybody will make sure that everything is in the chat for the tickets. The flyer, we posted that, and we'll post that again because we want to make sure you all have it. So get that Rhythm and Roots Jazz Blues Matinee. All right. Where can they buy the tickets? Do you know where you can purchase the tickets, Myles?
You know what? I'm sure you can go at the Blues National Blues Museum's website. I'm sure they're on there.
Yes, that's for the concert. For the Busch Stadium,
they gotta go to the game. We got
to go to the game. You
can go to the game and buy your tickets, or you can just go on Ticketmaster and order them online.
There you go.
Show them like you would do to a concert or whatever.
Yes.
That's it.
Awesome.
You make sure we will see you soon. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on. Everybody's really excited about you, and we continue to make sure that you represent the STL well. Thank everybody that's behind the scenes, because we already know this takes a lot of work. Miss Renata told you it takes a lot of work. You probably won't get many rejections because at the end of the day, God got you covered. You are covered. Yes. All right. We'll see you soon. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I know. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right.
I say that, Tracy, and I haven't said it in a minute, but when we see young people like him we know we are going to be all right. Somebody put that in the chat.
We're
We're
gonna be
going to be
all right.
all right.
Speaking about all right, I know we have Jeff Hardin coming up, but we also have Joyce Hughes. Juneteenth is right around the corner, and there are events that are coming up in the community, and we want to make sure that you all have all of the tea. So we're going to bring her right on up so she can drop some of it and let us know. Everybody, welcome Joyce Hughes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever anybody's watching. How are you doing today?
I am doing just fine. How are you?
We're doing well.
Tracy, she's a girl after your own heart. Look at those glasses.
Yeah, she got the glasses. She got the Sankofa bird in the back. She's got all of that.
Well,
We have to ask you, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
peach margarita.
Right.
My girl.
Uh,
Peach margarita. Well, you know, we're going to get started. Talk to us about the upcoming Juneteenth parade.
The upcoming Juneteenth parade is Saturday morning on the 14th of June. It's going to start at Truman and Lafayette on the old Field grocery store lot. And we'll head east on Lafayette down towards the Soulard Market. And we'll end it at 7th Street.
Oh, wow. So tell us why
I'm
is
sorry.
this? When did you all start doing this? Neighborhoods impacting communities. And why is this so important that we all be committed to this?
Well, Neighbors Impacting Communities was started in 2017. We all should be committed to doing something for Juneteenth as we reflect back on our freedom. A lot of people don't know anything about Juneteenth. People in my age bracket. I'm 74. I look good. I'm saying. People in my age bracket should know about Juneteenth, but a lot of us don't. I am guilty because I was in my late 60s when I really found out about Juneteenth. And as soon as I found out about it, I stopped celebrating 4th of July. It made no sense to me to celebrate 4th of July when my people were still in chains and whenever the rest of the country got their freedom, 1776, we were still in chains. And so that's my quest for learning about my own freedom. So, 2017 is when we started doing NIC, Neighbors Impacting Communities. It started off actually in my neighborhood. Myself and 3 of my neighbors wanted to do something about keeping our neighborhood right, to keep them from becoming derelict. And that's what started, Neighbors Impacting Communities. And we were trying to involve every other subdivision in our vicinity to be a part of it. Well, people did come, but people don't stay. And then COVID came in and everybody kind of dropped off and we let it go. Back in 2022, I picked it back up and I picked it up with a different focus. And the focus was youth, bringing youth into the fold and teaching them about history and African dance and all of those kinds of things. So that's what started it.
Well,
And
that is amazing. That's amazing. And it's your baby. And here you are in 2025 sharing and presenting it. Now there's another portion to it. It's the gospel explosion.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the parade kicks off at 9 a.m., but our festival starts at 8 a.m. at the Soulard Market Park. And we'll have all kinds of vendors, all kinds of food, things to buy, all kinds of Afrocentrics and regular things to buy as well. But then at 10 o'clock, we will start our gospel explosion music. And we will have different artists who are locally here in St. Louis come and sing. We've got Malcolm Speed. We have Queen of Gospel from 96.3. Miss Monica Butler is going to serve as our master of ceremonies for the day. And we have other names. Some of them escape me. I think it's Donald Gill. And another name comes up, Mr. Chandler, Ben Chandler.
Okay.
All bringing choirs. And also, we'll have the combined 7-day Adventist churches come to sing. They're going to sing.
They
The
gonna
minister that I
sing.
met said, people don't know we can sing, but we can sing, Miss Joyce. I said, well, go ahead on, bring all of them. So we're excited to see them come. We can't wait to hear them sing. And we're just going to have a great time. Other than the gospel explosion, we'll have entertainment by Afriki Lolo, which is an African dance company that's really, really good.
They are amazing. I was
Amazing.
the MC hosts for an event,
Uh,
and they are amazing. So if y'all go to her Juneteenth event, a Freaky Local is an amazing group. They have from young girls who look like they were probably about 7 to adults, and you will see a show. That's awesome.
It's
they
amazing.
and also we are featuring Miss Peggy Neely, who does a dramatization of Harriet Tubman. And when I say she's excellent, she is excellent. She's at the Black History, not at the Black. She's at um, the museum in Forest Park every year in February, and that's what
Yes.
dramatization. And she's going to be doing it for us. She is going. You'll think you're looking at Harriet Tubman when she's done. Yeah,
Yes. See, she performs at the History Museum, Tracy.
I
she does.
know. I've
Well,
seen her. I've seen
Yes.
them all, and I think this is so important. There's so many events that's happening in our community, and this gives us an opportunity to just go to each one of them and support them and support our artists, because this is what history is all about. I know that you need to go, but I do want to ask: do you still need participants? There's an Eventbrite, right, that connects us to that information?
we will take anybody that wants to come as volunteer. We could always use that, and we can always use people singing in our conglomerate choir that we're calling our Kaleidoscope Choir. Everybody in the community is welcome. We are a multicultural uh, group, and so we want to invite everybody, not just some of us, but everybody's invited. You know, when we think back about Juneteenth and our freedom, we did not just free ourselves. Lots of other folk helped us through those tunnels and secret channels and things to attain this freedom that we now have. I would like to say also that many people don't know how to serve foods that they ate back in 1865. Well, when they finally found out that they were back in Galveston, Texas, they had a celebration and they ate collard greens, ate black-eyed peas, they had fish, and they drank red soda water and ate watermelon. So let me just say that the red signifies the bloodshed that we shed. The green celebrates the land that we were taken from. And the black-eyed peas signifies good luck. They ate
Yes.
black-eyed peas back in a homeland. And so we still today eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day. And so that's some of the history of that. And here in modern times, now we know we like red velvet cake, so we threw that in there. They were velvet cake back then, but we do it now. So that's so much of the little history that I would like to share with everybody. Now we're gonna have a kid zone,
Oh,
a horse and a pony. We've got bumper cars, we've got slip and slide, we've got arts and crafts. Kids will be doing art on canvas. Got some amazing artists, professional artists who are going to come and share their time with the children in our kids zone. And so we've got a little bit for everybody, and we'd love to have everybody come on down.
Well,
you
everybody,
definitely.
you better come on out.
Yes, you definitely have something for everybody. We'll have the information in the chat. We thank you so much, Miss Joyce, for saying yes. We have to ask you, what is your affirmation word? What is the word that means something to Miss Joyce?
Perseverance. Perseverance. I'm 74 and I've not stopped. My daughter says, Mom, you need to slow down. Well, I don't see slowing down. I'm persevering until the end.
She ain't slowing down. She got more to go. And we're
Yes.
so glad to have you as a part of our community and a part of the Own Your Now show. Anytime you have something going on, please contact us and let us know.
Well, we will tell you that. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Oh, that makes me so proud. Every time.
74. Let me tell you something.
Good.
One, she is full of energy. Two, she look good.
She's a whole
And And
She's a
she has
whole
this
mom.
event that is dear to her heart that she's willing to share. And that is just amazing. And I'm thankful
And
for
we
our
need this in
elders.
our community. We need good things. The parade, all of the schools that will be participating. We've been struggling, and so we need this. Speaking of celebrating, we got another concert that's coming up. Yes, who do we have? Actually, he was on the PBS side. He's been all over the show this today, hasn't he?
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
everywhere.
We have an amazing artist. I have followed him from the day I came to St. Louis. So that was over 30 years ago. He's probably the first performer that I said, I gotta go see that guy next week and the week after that, because he is amazing. He always brings a show that is full of energy, and his voice is like none other. I am speaking of the one and only Jeff Hardin.
Hello,
Yes.
ladies.
Hello. We know you've been waiting for quite a long time. You got so much going on. So thank you for stepping away to come and share with us. Tell us what's in your cup, what you sipping on, brother.
What I'm sipping on is some tea, black tea, some mango tea with a shot of whiskey, lemon, honey, and cayenne pepper.
That sounds like a concoction.
It is. It is
I
a
love it.
concoction.
I love it. You know, Jeff, I want to start with talk to us about your history in music. Like I said, I know I've been listening to you for 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going all the way back to grade school. And little Myles, I just want to say this. I'm so impressed with his spirit, with his energy. And I was actually younger than he was when I actually stepped on the stage. But started off in church, just started in church and preacher's kid, the PK they call us, and just never let it go, and just held on to it, and so down through the years, audiences has changed, but the focus and the love for the craft is just, it lives on inside of me. So, and it's nice to see youngsters like Myles coming along to know that it all is in good hands as we move through.
Myles was talking about some of his inspirations. I think you may have heard him say Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Bruno Mars.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Who are some of the artists that have inspired you?
Oh my God, I'll shortlist it because there's many. Of course, we know the maestro Jeffrey Osborne is a powerful influence in my music. I woke up this morning and I posted out on Facebook. I was listening to Shirley Horn, and the song that she was doing was "Here's to Life," and artists like that. Local artists, national artists. It's just too many to name. If I start naming them, I'm going to be with Sam Cooke and Nat King Cole, and I'm just going to keep going. But the powerhouses that move me, they're the ones.
Now, Jeff, I know there was a point in life where you could not sing.
It's so funny that demon keeps visiting me. I performed on Memorial Day in Grafton. About 3 weeks before that, I couldn't sing. So this concoction was born out of that, is what got me through. But I had a vocal aneurysm some years ago, and it took me to a place where I never thought I would be, considering not picking up the microphone. So it's just a blessing to be able to say that, I persevered and continued to keep pushing, and the craft has not failed me yet. So, it was a problem a few years back, but we're going strong.
Yes, you are going strong. And speaking of going strong, you have a concert. You have a concert. I can't sing, so
It's gonna be.
I am at the Backstreet Jazz and Blues in Westport on the 22nd. I got to follow Myles. I'm on the 22nd that evening, And it is a Jeffrey Osborne LTD tribute. We're gonna lay it all out as best we can. No, there's but one real Jeffrey. I'm just trying to represent as best as possible. So I'm looking forward to doing some of his most inspirational songs. And in fact, I read about the loss of his wife,
Yes.
and it touched me. It's a song that I've incorporated in that show, that better all the time, getting better all the time. And I could almost hear him serenading his wife with that song. So I'm going to try to do my best to honor her memory and represent that on that night.
Well, you know, Jeffrey is a personal friend of mine, and I will relay that message to him myself, because I know that he would appreciate it. A lot of his songs that he wrote, you know, he's been on our show several times, and actually you sang with him on the show. A lot of those songs were written by his about his wife. And she was a wonderful, wonderful lady. And Jeffrey is still touring. So I know I'm going to give him a call and say someone is going to dedicate a song, especially to your wife. And I know he will appreciate it. So we need to be at on June 22nd, right?
Right, the whole weekend. There's so much going on. And how can people purchase tickets to your event?
They would go to regalsports.com. Regalsports.com has all of the ticket information on it, and it's on the flyer there that's on the screen. And Stephen Gray, who is the promoter on that deal, we'll be circling back with you, because July is going to get hot and heavy. So we've got some stuff coming in that regard. So we'll have to touch base on that next one coming up. But the 22nd is all about Osborne and LTD. That's what's going to happen.
You know that Lady O loves exclusive. So don't make sure you come back and let us know, because we want to make sure we are tuned into everything. What is your affirmation word? Everybody start dropping your affirmation words in the chat. We want to know that one word that means all that to you. What is your word?
At this point in place in my life, that word is unwavering. Unwavering.
Unwavering.
Yeah. It means everything to me right now.
It does.
So in spite of everything, you keep pushing, you keep going. You know?
Yeah, we must. You know, speaking of that, I know that you're from the STL and you live in the 10th ward, or you have. Was your home impacted by the tornado? How did that feel, seeing a lot of that? I know people are dropping their words in the chat. Please do, but speak to that. How did that feel? Because, you know, we grow up and drive through the neighborhood, and it's impacted us all.
You know, it was devastating in this regards. I was at home working when the storm came through, and I never thought I could see wind. I actually thought I saw wind, which was breathtaking in itself. We suffered no structural damages in our neighborhood. I mean, we're literally in the corridor of where the storm came through. However, we lost some trees, but I was speaking with my neighbor, and he was walking up my driveway, and I was rinsing debris off of my car. And I said, well, my friend, we were blessed, you know, in this one. He said, yeah. He said, but keep my wife in your prayers. Her dad died in a house collapse. He was one of the first, in that first 5 that passed. He was one of them. And my heart went out to her, and I just held her and shared my prayers for her. It hit home. I mean, it took me an hour and a half to drive down Delmar. And I can tell you the devastation was it was unconscionable, you know, what I saw. But what I was happy to witness was humanity. You know, I was happy to witness that because people were helping as best as they had the gift or ability to do. And that's really what it's all about. It's not so much about storms, because life's going to bring those. It's about how you come out of them. And it's about how you persevere and remain unwavering even after the storm. And that's where we rally with each other to do that. So that was my experience with that. And it's kind of ongoing, but you still see it, and we still have needs, and we just have to fill them where we can.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know, me and Lady O, we have Shameen Clark Hubbard, auto lady Shameen Clark
Yeah.
Hubbard on all the time. And she keeps telling everybody to make sure that you report everything and sign nothing.
Right.
But continue to stand for each other. And so
Absolutely.
thank you. We got to have reasons to celebrate, don't we, Lady O?
Yes,
Right.
and they can celebrate with Jeff on the 22nd.
Oops. Thank you. Thank you
I
so
thank
much.
you all so much.
You're welcome. You're
All
welcome.
right.
Man, Lady O, we had Jeff on PBS side. If y'all want to hear him sing, we didn't want to share here because we will also share it again on Father's Day, and you can find him on PBS. But Lady O, today's show has been absolutely phenomenal. What are your thoughts?
I agree with you, Tracy. The guests, talking about Juneteenth, telling us about our history. We had Renata, who is going to be receiving her Oscar here soon. And Myles, he's our future. And he said when he gets his Grammy, he's going to say hi to us. And then, of course, we have our very own Jeff. Like I told you, I've been listening to him, going to see him for over 30 years, and he's still just as good as day one.
Since day one, all day one, that's our brother, and God just keeps showing up because
Yes.
you Lady O, remember the times when we lost our voice when we were taping, and I had some memory issues, but we just keep pushing, and that's what this is all about. I know we're wrapping up
and supporting
and supporting each other. Your word, your affirmation word,
creativity. Yes. Just listening to everyone today, they've created something, they've kept pushing through, they've found their passion, and they're sharing it with the world. So creativity is my word.
That's it. So as we enter the Joy Cipher, we want to first off thank our sponsor, Generate Health, STL. You all can definitely go to their website and make sure that you all spread the word about all the things that they are doing. This weekend, the event, I feel like, what's today? The 14th coming up. Kyra has her event, the maternal health event. Lady O, you have an event coming up on Sunday. Is it Saturday night?
Saturday. Remember, a daytime and a nighttime event. So yes, I do have an event coming up, and I'll put all the information in the chat just in case y'all want to come out and hear some music and raise some money for our beloved St. Louis.
That's it, y'all. So as we wrap up, we want you all to understand that this is all about love. This is what we're doing here. We're making sure that we do all things through Christ that strengthens us. And that's what it looks like when you find your gifts. When you find your gifts, you can just shout out a jubilation and say, thank you, God, for all the things that you have given me. And at the end of the day, if you don't know how to get through, you got to keep persevering, keep pushing. Because when you push, you have this unwavering faith that you know that God can do all things, and we're going to continue to grow together, because that's what it looks like when humanity stands up and we stand out and we shine. And when we don't find ways to shine, we will be creative and continue to find the creativity to move forward. That's what it looks like right here on the On Your Now show. And Lady O, you know how I feel about you every single time that we are here. When we connect, I feel the vibe, because you are a whole vibe. And I just want to thank you for this journey that we're on together. We both have lost our mothers, and I've lost my dad. You got your dad. We're going to keep praying for your dad and you, Lady O, because y'all don't know, this woman does it all. She can, what she say, fry it up in the pan? And
I can bring over the bacon, fry it up in the pan.
Whole woman. And I know they be like, look, y'all got to get off because we got things to do. But Lady O, I just want to tell you, I love you. And I'm always thinking of you, and we're going to continue to connect. We got so much stuff that's happening. Y'all just don't even know, but y'all better continue to share and share some more. Right, Lady O?
Yes. And you know what I'm always going to say? I wish you peace, love, and positivity.
That's right, y'all. Tomorrow isn't promised. So own
your now.
Having a baby should be joyful, but for some it comes with greater risk, leading to serious health issues for both parent and baby. Generate Health provides trusted support before, during, and after pregnancy.